Alright, hotel breakfast is free, but that doesn't always mean that it's worth it. I travel a lot for work. I've had hotel breakfast every day to save money on breakfast and make money out of my per diem. And I'll tell you, not all hotel breakfasts are the same. Now, I generally like to stay at the same hotels. My company does, at least. Holiday Inn and Hampton are the main two that we stay in. And Holiday Inn, I stay at way more frequently than I do Hampton. So I know a little bit more about that, but I still know a good amount about Hampton. So, and it goes for all Hilton properties. They all do the same thing. Anyway, so Holiday Inn is great because they give you eggs, and they give you biscuits, and they give you sausage gravy, and sometimes they give you potatoes, I believe. But the best way to eat breakfast at the hotel, you won't get hungry later and want to have to buy a snack or whatever, is eggs. And you're gonna need a lot of hot sauce for this because it tastes like ass cheeks, but eggs, hot sauce, biscuit, and gravy. Their sausage is also ass, so don't eat that unless you cover it in hot sauce. There's no way I'm eating that unless it's covered in hot sauce. So you pour the gravy over the biscuit, then you pour the hot sauce on everything. You mix the biscuit and gravy together. I usually cut it up, and I eat all of that. And then sometimes after that, I'll eat a bowl of cereal. And I always drink orange juice just in case, because you're traveling, vitamin C, it's great. That's Holiday Inn. And then they also have, apples and bananas you could take as a snack later. But in a previous video, I bring my own snacks. So there you go. I'm not glazing Holiday Inn, but I haven't had a bad experience with their breakfast. It's held me over. It hasn't made me sick so far, but I haven't had anything bad happen. So definitely Holiday Inn's great for saving money and not being hungry later. Now let's go to Hilton. Hilton has some plus and minus situations going on. So a plus for Hilton is sometimes they have smoked sausage pieces for breakfast, which is amazing. Tastes so good. But also they don't have the biscuits and gravy every time. Hilton tends to alternate sausage and bacon. So every 3 days it switches. So if I go in on a Monday, Tuesday will be sausage, and then Thursday will be bacon. I usually leave on Thursdays, so I never really get the bacon, but sometimes I have a longer shoot and I'll get the bacon. But they do have bacon. And Holiday Inn, I think, does have bacon as well, just once a week. So, obviously, whenever they have bacon, just get the bacon. Don't worry about anything else I said. But that's the good thing about Hampton. They alternate their bacon more often. They also have the pancake maker machine, which is kind of sick. And everything else, too, that everybody else has is the orange juice, the cereal, everything else like that. And they also usually have more side items other than potatoes and sausage. Sometimes they'll have grits or some sort of breakfast side item that's not potatoes. And sometimes their eggs are different too. They're not always scrambled eggs. Sometimes they have little fritta things, kind of omelet things, which are pretty decent if you cover in hot sauce. But yeah, now I don't really travel a lot and stay at Marriott's, but I have stayed at Marriott's. And what I remember is their breakfast was not so good. And I think it might have been because the certain hotel we were at they just didn't care. So their eggs were cold, their sausage literally didn't even taste like it was like food. And then they had the same fritters that Hampton has, but they were like rubber. Like it was like, I can't even explain how, fake it tasted. Hot sauce didn't even fix that. So I haven't had a lot of experience. Just maybe the one experience with Marriott was bad at that one Marriott. But if you have experience with great Marriotts, fine. But I'm not a big fan of Marriott breakfast. If I had to rank them, especially if you travel a lot, Holiday Inn is probably the best. It's the most consistent, I've found. Yes, Hampton does alternate bacon and sausage every other 2 days or whatever, but, when you're traveling, your gut's a little bit more sensitive. So the consistency is good and keeps tummy aches away. The point of this, though, is that free doesn't mean valuable, right? So yes, Marriott's breakfast is free, but is it going to keep you filled up until lunch? Is it going to keep you going all day? Is it going to make you sick when you're on location filming, right? Or doing whatever work you do? You don't want to get sick, especially when you're out of town. So free doesn't always mean valuable. That's why I prefer Holiday Inn, because I know it's consistent. And in the long run, it'll cost you money, because if it doesn't fill you up, then you got to buy a snack. But, you don't want to do that. So the protein-heavy options, Hampton, Holiday Inn, those are obviously better. They're going to fill you up longer, keep you more filled up, until you can get to that lunch. But always pack a snack, and you can mitigate any of those issues, except for being sick. A snack does not help being sick. But basically this makes my traveling and what I do sustainable. It creates routine. It creates something familiar. If I do the same thing every time, if I eat the same thing every time, that's key to traveling as well, is keeping a routine, something familiar, something that grounds you will make the anxiety go away as well. So next time you're on a trip, check beforehand, see what hotel you get, and if you know about their breakfast options, you like them, great. If you don't, pack your own breakfast stuff, like a protein bar or something like that, so you're not eating their crap and you're not spending money. And I guess stay safe out there.